Yeah, so look, I think there has to be an acknowledgement. You asked me earlier on, should Ireland be treated specially on this particular moment? I think we need to think of ourselves as somewhat special in our mindset in dealing with the future. It is a reality that our weight of voice, which has always been punching above our weight, will have difficulty in not having a like-minded G7 country within the EU. Look, let's be practical here. But the other issue is we're also now going to have a G7 country who's in a different club than us on our doorstep, and they're going to, for their own purposes, they're going to be an aggressive competitor. And therefore, alignment of watching what they do is going to create some tensions for us because they can pull different levers. So, for instance, in something as basic as, maybe on the level playing field, but I doubt it because it's a sovereign decision, the UK could introduce a multitude of corporation tax rates for different types of sectors. Like the requirement to have a single corporation tax rate is an EU requirement. It's not a requirement on anybody else, so you could tax your banks at 40% and your pharma at 5%, and you can flex it up. That's a big issue for us going forward if we're constrained by, for instance, having a single corporation tax rate, as just one example. And we also saw then on the island during the pandemic, just over the summer, the fact that, while we share a labour market with the UK through Northern Ireland, the differentials in terms of the labour market welfare payments was very stark. The 350 euros in the Republic versus an equivalent of 100 in the North, 3.5x as a differential. And if you get these kind of differentials between North and South, the distortions for the labour market and the functioning can become quite extreme. And you'll have people who will be trying to align. There'll definitely be arguments in the Irish business community. I can guarantee you this, that in the next number of years, watching what Britain is doing will become more dominant than watching what the rest of the EU member states are doing. And it will create a polity tension, absolutely, no doubt about it. Thomas is right about the shared island, but we also need a mechanism to ensure we try to mediate some of these challenges. And I think that kind of social dialogue model that we've been talking about is at least, I'm not saying it's a panacea, but it's going to be at least somewhere where we try to get that kind of coordination around what kind of trade-offs we're willing to put up with. But we're going to lose things to the United Kingdom as much as we potentially will gain them by being the only English speaker in the European Union. And we just have to face up to that and see where the balance of benefits and costs come from.